Hi and welcome to another video by yours and only Paradox, and today we're going to be covering the classes available in Flyff Legacy Global. So I have recently come across many questions asking about what is the most friendliest to play class, which one is best for beginners and so forth, and I figured it was just time to release this video where I talk about my opinions about the different classes available today. So if we look here at the character creation screen, we're going to walk you through the three available classes. The first available class you have is the Mercenary. The Mercenary can today wield the sword and shield, as you're seeing here in the tier 8, and they can also have a two-handed axe. If we go to the Acrobat, they are the long-range damage dealer. They can wear a longbow with a quiver and also a crossbow. Then you have another range class, which is the Magician, and they will basically cast out spells left and right and do tons of damage, and they use a staff or wand and a magic shield. With each class you will get a mastery buff that you can give to teammates, and the mastery buffs available is for the Mercenary a defense and magic defense buff. It is quite strong, I must admit. I think you get 1% per level, and that is in your rebirth stage. It's going to be a skill level, and at max level it's going to be a total of 70% or 69%. For the Acrobat you're going to be getting a crit buff, and this one is quite lower. You're only going to get 0.1% per mastery level. So if you would have it at max, it would give you a total of 7% critical rate. And if you take that in comparison to 70% defense, you sort of realize that you're going to get a significant amount of defense from a Mercenary rather than from a low percentage critical chance from an Acrobat. And then finally, we have a Magician, and the Magician's master spell is going to give you attack, and their attack is somewhere around 40% at the later levels, and that's just a significant boost if you have a good base of attack. And with all of these covered, and we're going to just check a little bit of pros and cons, I would argue that both the Magician and the Mercenary have the two mastery skills that you would prefer when you're starting out. Reason being that a total of 7% crit, and this is at the latest levels, it wouldn't do such a significant difference if it means you're only going to kill a monster with 1 or 2 out attacks later. The Mage is going to assure that you will kill it 30% faster at all cost, and the Mercenary is going to assure that you always have a significant higher defense bonus. So with these things into consideration, I would argue that the Mercenary is the best class for a beginner. But always remember that you have to choose the class that you feel the most comfortable with. But due to the fact that you will rebuff automatically and you have a lot of AFKing going on when farming orbs and such, the Mercenary is going to boost you a significant amount of defense, allowing you to get these orbs in the game much easier than any of the two other classes can do. But this is basically for now. We have recently received the news that secondary classes are coming in 2018, and this means that the three classes you see today will have 2 paths to choose between as they progress into Rebirth 5. From Rebirth 5, there's going to be an available quest which allows the Mercenary, for instance, to go into Blade or Knight. And if you have been a Mercenary and a Blade or Knight before from the PC version, this is going to be the opposite from what you're used to. So what I'm saying is that the Blade in Flyff Legacy Global is going to be the character you see in front of you right now. The Blade is going to be using a one-handed sword and a shield, and my prediction is that they are going to be the tanker in the game. They're going to be able to get the defense required to take on higher bosses and just have all the utility no other class have, because all the offhand weapons today gives you a boost in utility stats rather than the pure offense which everyone is using today. The second class for mercenaries is going to be the knight, and the knight is basically a berserker with a two-handed weapon, and those I still believe is going to be the pure damage dealers as they are today. If we go to Acrobat, you're going to be seeing the Jester and the Ranger. What you're seeing right in front of you is a Ranger. The Ranger is going to be continuing using the bow and quiver and the X-bow options that you have, but for the Jester they have actually said there's going to be a new weapon called the Yo-Yo. And the Yo-Yo is basically two circular objects that you swing and they would return to you in your hand. Looks quite cool. And from the information they gave us, it's going to be crafted by 3 crossbows that are fused together. And this is just information that can be changed at any time, but that's what we know so far. For the magician, we're going to be having the Elementor and the Psykeeper. The Elementor is the class you will see in front of you today. They will continue to use the staff, while Psykeepers will be using a wand and a magic shield. And as we are not informed of what abilities each of these classes is going to have, we cannot today predict and say if they're going to be exactly as they have been in the previous game, or if there are going to be any benefits of going one or the other. So I just want you to leave you with one message, that even though the Mercenary might be the most friendliest to play early on, we don't know which class is going to be the very best as soon as secondary classes comes out. So I want you to follow your heart, pick the class you believe you will enjoy the most, and just keep learning, keep trying, and if it's not for you, try another class and see if you would like that more. But this has been Paradox, just explaining a bit about the available classes, and if there's anything you feel that I missed, I want you to use the comment section down below and I will answer you as soon as possible. But with that said, I hope you're all having a great evening, and I will see you in the next video.